it's your girl AD of thedatingstruggle.com, and I'm back. Sorry about last week, but you know, it was a holiday. We were all celebrating, right? This week, I want to get into a topic based on a movie that a lot of us have been talking about that came out this past weekend. It's called The Perfect Guy. It is starring Sanaa Lathan, Morris Chestnut, and my future baby daddy, Michael Ealy. I thought it was a really good movie based on some of the reviews that I saw online. You know, some people thought, oh, well, I could have waited on that to go to Netflix. It's a Lifetime special. You know, it probably is all of that. But I personally enjoyed the movie, particularly because it gave me some good material for this week. This week, this topic is going to be called There Is No Such Thing as the Perfect Guy. And ladies, believe me, there is not. There were so many lessons that were learned in this movie. I may not be able to get them all into this blog. I may have to just write one for you. One of my good friends that is one of my friends on Facebook, her name is Keshante Morgan. She made some really good points that I'm also going to use in this blog too. I have her permission. What's up, Keshante? First thing I want to get into is how a little close to home this movie hit for me. You know, and if I'm going to talk about other people's relationships, I can't exclude my own. And as me and my boo were watching the movie, it hit a little close to home because I have put a lot of pressure on him as far as, you know, I'm a certain age, ironically the same age as the character in the movie. But a lot of the things that she made, the points that she made to her boyfriend, were a lot of the same points that I've made to mine. And in some ways, ladies, yes, when you get with somebody, you do have to let them know what you want. I always stress that. However, the man that she was dating, Morris Chestnut, in the movie, wasn't saying that he wasn't going to give her what she wanted. He just did not want to be rushed. And sometimes when we get to a certain point in our lives, we're in such a rush to get that baby, to have that baby, or to get married. We feel like we're getting to a certain age and it has to happen now. And if you won't give it to me now, I'll go out and find somebody who will. Well, ladies, let me tell you something that I've learned from this movie and that I've learned from real life experiences. It's not that easy, number one, to just run out and find somebody to have a baby with you. Second, don't get to a point where you're so desperate with the first man that shows you some attention, you're ready to take them home to the family, introduce them to your friends, have sex with them in the bathroom, and let them know where you keep your spare key. Like, don't be so quick to do that, okay? Take your time. If you have someone in your life that is going to give you those things that you want, they just can't give them to you right then and there. I mean, I understand putting them on a time frame because women, we don't have forever to have children and we don't want to get too old before we get married. I understand that. But have a plan with the person that you're with. You know, make a plan, make a time frame, but don't rush him into it. And then if he doesn't give you what you want, you know, you can't just run out and fall for the first guy that tells you you're beautiful. You know, and I think that is where the lead character in this movie went wrong. You know, she wanted these things so bad that this man came across so perfect. But as soon as she realized he had some screws loose, she tried to run away and pretty much just lost everything. Okay? Now, if you haven't seen the movie, I'm not going to completely spoil it for you. But the movie, if you watch it and you watch it very carefully, it makes some really good points. Don't rush into things with men. Even if you're not in a relationship with somebody right now, if you're just out there dating and you want to meet somebody and you want to have kids and you want to get married, trust me, I understand the struggle. I'm right there with you, okay? But you have to take your time and get to know these people. Don't let them know where you live right off the bat. Don't let them know where you work off the bat, even though this guy just kind of found her because he worked in IT, whatever. But you kind of have to be a little bit more reserved out here dating because you don't know what you're getting yourselves into when you're meeting guys out there. There are a lot of crazies. Oh yeah, they look good. They come looking like Michael Ealy. Yes. and Omari Hardwick, and the list goes on and on, okay? So that's why you really have to be careful when it comes to dating out here, ladies, okay? Yes, when we get to a certain age, it's kind of like, look, we've been dating for this amount of time, stop dragging your feet. I get it. But when you're dating somebody in the beginning, it's important to set those type of things that you want out first. Like, tell them, this is what I'm looking for, this is what I want, you know. And if you all are seriously going there into a commitment phase, you will talk about these things and the time around that you all want to do it. Now, of course, if you're dating someone and they say, look, I never want kids, I don't want kids, but I love you and I want to take care of you and do, that's something that you have to consider whether you want to stay in that or not. Do kids mean that much to you, or does being in love and being with this man mean more? Those are those things that you have to work with within yourself. But the key takeaway from this movie, I think, is don't rush it, okay? People wear masks when they first meet you. They show you their representative. It's not until after you've dated for a while that the real them comes out. And sometimes you can date somebody for 2 or 3 years, and when you all get married, you see a whole nother side of them. So that's why it's really just important to get to know someone first. It's really unfortunate that there are real life situations that happen like this where women get stalked and things like that. My friend Kishante said that she actually has a friend that experienced something like this and ended up losing her life because the man told her, if I can't have you, no one will. So you really have to get to know men as best as you can before you let them in too soon. I want to go over, she had a whole long list. My friend Kishante had a whole long list of things. One of the things that I think is important is her number 3. Always tell a friend where you're going and with who. Okay, I always do that actually. When I was dating, my first date with my boyfriend, I gave my mom his telephone number, what kind of car he was driving, his name. She had all of his information before I went out on a date with him. And he didn't even pick me up from my house. He picked me up from a gym that stays open 24 hours. So it's very important to always let a family member know who you're with and where you are at all times. Never get so comfortable that you allow him to know your alarm code, debit card information, or where you keep your spare key. I really don't think a man should have all of that information until you get married. I mean, don't ever trust no man that much. I mean, or no person. I mean, geez. I mean, anything could go left. That's definitely some great advice. Also, she has on here, as easy as it is, and although it feels good, don't seek the rebound guy. It usually adds more hurt to the pain you're already experiencing. Most of the time, it's just good sex to avoid the pain from the breakup. True, true, true. If you decide that the person that you've been with for a year, 2 years, 3 years, you feel like it's not going to work out, or that's not the person that you decide to be with, take your time going into the next relationship. Take your time. Okay, there is no rush. I get the whole age thing, y'all. I get it. Well, look, I'm 36. I'm 37. I don't have time to be dating guys 2 and 3 years. I understand that. But it's important to do that. It's important to do it. You're still young. You can still take your time and date. You don't have to take them home to mama and daddy a month into you all dating. All right? I really think that it's just important to get to know the person that you're dating. Find out who their friends are. Find out where they hang out. Get a history on them. You know, find out as much as you can. Yes, there's Facebook and stuff like that out there, but I watch enough catfish to know that people can lie all on the Facebook page. So just really do your due diligence when you're out there dating, ladies. Be careful. Please be careful. And please always remember, there really is no such thing as the perfect guy. Somebody who treats you right, someone who respects you, someone that you trust. They're not going to always come in this perfect package. If it seems too good to be true, it probably is. All Alright, y'all leave your comments below. Tell me what you thought about the movie. Tell me what you thought of my blog. Please subscribe, spread the word. And it's your girl AD. I'm out.